This video is presented to you by Wolfpack Learning. Unleash your potential. Hey everybody, and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be discussing the Oubaitori philosophy, an inspiring idiom that comes from the kanji representing the 4 trees that bloom in spring: cherry, plum, apricot, and peach. This idiom encourages people to embrace their growth rather than comparing themselves to others. As the philosophy says, each flower blooms in its own time. It reminds us that everyone is on their own journey through life. We've all heard the saying, comparison is the thief of joy. Even though we know that social media is just a highlight reel and that we never truly know what someone else is going through, it doesn't stop those thoughts from creeping in, the ones that make us feel like we're not as successful, accomplished, well-liked, or even fashionable as someone else. And why should we embrace this? Well, it's simple. When you compare yourself to others, you're only seeing things through their own lens of experience. As psychotherapist Rory Stewart, also known as the Happy Whole Coach, explains, you don't know the full picture of another person's journey or the reality of their situation. That's why we need to remember that we are unique. No one else is like us, so we should embrace ourselves. Comparison can negatively impact your work life. Feeling like you're not measuring up to others can lead to dissatisfaction with your work, potentially causing you to lose motivation and enthusiasm. It can also erode your confidence and create stress, anxiety, or even burnout. By constantly comparing yourself to others, you might be missing out on opportunities to develop your skills and find fulfillment in your own path. Now that we've seen these negative impacts, let's focus on how we can embrace this philosophy and free ourselves from comparison. First, be kind to yourself. Notice the thoughts that arise when you start comparing yourself. Are they serving you? Are they self-critical and disempowering? Challenge them. Think about how you'd encourage a friend if they were being hard on themselves, and apply that same kindness to yourself. Next, stop talking negatively about yourself to others. Recognize your strengths and wins, practice self-kindness, and if you must compare yourself to who you used to be, not someone else. Take pride in your growth and your own journey. Lastly, remind yourself that you do not have the full picture. You don't know if someone else is happy or fulfilled, yet you judge yourself based on what you assume. As Stewart says, you can't compare your chapter 5 to someone else's chapter 40. Social media is curated. Don't let it define how you see yourself. This simple mindset shift can bring many benefits. By focusing on your strengths and growth rather than comparing yourself to colleagues, you'll build self-confidence, reduce stress, and develop a more fulfilling career. You'll enhance your focus on personal growth, leading to more meaningful work. You'll develop stronger interpersonal skills, fostering a more collaborative work environment, and most importantly, you'll have the freedom to forge your own path without following someone else's trajectory. Now let's recap what we've discussed today. First, we explored the Oubaitori philosophy, a Japanese idiom that reminds us to embrace our uniqueness and stop comparing ourselves to others. Then, we examined the negative effects of comparison, including stress, anxiety, and decreased motivation. Finally, we covered actionable steps to break free from comparison, such as self-kindness, gratitude, and shifting our perspective. Well, that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video and want to see more content like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow us for more. Until next time, embrace your own journey.